Welcome to the Genuine Gold Podcast, episode 12 for the winter 2024 semester. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Juan Carlos de los Reyes, or I just go by JC. I am from the Philippines and I major in English and I am minoring in social work and psychology. Just some quick announcements. We'd like to thank the people who attended the alumni reception with our APCC employers last week. We had a great time with all the few student clubs that performed for us. Also, some special thanks to Desmond Midlechi and Peter and Joyce Chan for their alumni forums with all the students. And also, just a quick heads up, winter graduation is on Friday, April 19th at 9:30 a.m. If you can't be there in person, look at the live stream on byuh.edu. All right, so let's start. It's time to go. Okay, we have some lovely faces in here. Welcome, everyone. So I'd like you all to introduce yourselves, starting with your name, where you're from, your major, and if you have any minors, name them as well. So let's start with my guy here, Benjamin.
Awesome. G'day, guys. I'm Ben from Australia. I'm a political science and business major, minoring with entrepreneurship, organizational leadership, and cultural anthropology.
All right. We love having you here, Ben. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We have Nameha.
Buluvinaka everyone, I'm Nameha Rului and I come from Fiji. I'm double majoring in political science and Pacific Island studies with two minors in social work and economics.
Nice to meet you, Nameha. Thank you for that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Kimeme.
Hi, my name's Kimeme. I'm from the Marshall Islands. I'm majoring in social work and minoring in psychology and Pacific Island studies.
All right, social work. We love helping people. All right. And finally, we have our last one here, Daichi.
Aloha everyone, my name is Daichi Manabe and I'm from Osaka City, Japan, and I do double major in Hawaiian studies and business marketing and minor in psychology.
All right. So welcome, Daichi, and welcome again, everyone. We love having you here for this podcast. But now I'm going to spend a little bit of time with each of you individually. Now we're going to start with my friend here, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Lovely couple.
Guys. Yeah, that's my wife and my son. My wife does social media for the school, and my son's a year and a half. So it's been very exciting to study full-time as well as be a full-time dad and also work. I was a qualitative research assistant in the business department for a while. And what questions do you have for me, JC?
Oh, not yet. I'm just looking at some beautiful pictures. Your wife looks familiar. She looks like my boss.
Yeah, she is. She's a social media director, or manager over there. But she's actually my boss. You know how it is in the home. And on the left, this was straight after COVID. We got married here in the Laie Temple. We had to wait because we got engaged back in 2019 when I was a freshman and she was a senior. But 2 years of waiting, we finally knocked on the head. Unfortunately, my family couldn't come, but got the job done and came back to school and finished off strong. So, my pride and joy, our pride and joy is that little one over there, Levi in the middle, and he makes it all worth it. So
it's going to be even more worth it.
Exactly.
Oh, look at Mr. Awards here. Can you tell me more about this?
Yeah, actually, Asia Pacific Career Conference on the left. Back in 2019, that is when me and my wife met, and we got engaged within those month or two of the conference. So we met there. We met some great mentors, and this was from last week's APCC. So 5 years of nurturing those relationships. I think APCC is a wonderful event. And then I also have my dad and Dan in that photo who I get a lot of indigenous business innovation, a lot of their inspiration for me. On the right over here is one of my best and significant moments of achievement. This is straight after the 7 of us Pacific Island students got picked to go to United Nations.
Wow.
Represent BYU. Wow. And we got to take our research and go to the conference as well as interview all of the ambassadors from the Pacific Islands, and mine was all on indigenous business innovation and looking at building those things. So that's my research paper, which ended up getting an award in the URC conference last year. And one of our all-time favorite professors, Akano, and some of my fellow students. So yeah, that's a bit about me in those photos.
All right, I think we got one more coming up. What about this one? You look extremely happy compared to your other three friends here.
Yeah, long story short, at the end of my URC paper that won the award last year, the Tahitian delegate came up to me and said, "You did a great pitch, great idea, and great research, but you didn't have the business model." So for one whole year, since from last year's URC to last week's URC in 2024, my whole goal was to finish my pitch as well as the research and have the business model to pitch to those investors and those employers that came to check out my research. So it was a different kind of presentation. It was an adjustment from last year's, and I finally, you can see by my face, I finally got my business model right. So thanks, JC.
It makes you look like you really put that constructive criticism to heart, and you really improved yourself from that.
I
Really
did.
bounced back.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so thank you, Benjamin.
No worries.
So much. I'd like to move on to the next one. Nameha. Hi, Nameha.
Hi, JC.
Hola.
Bulavinaka.
All right, tell me about this picture. You looks very happy.
Yes, so this pictures are just one of my favorite pictures because um, it speaks volume about myself and my inspiration in life. The first picture is my mom and her sisters. They had really played a big role in my upbringing and helping me become the person that I am today. Um, yeah, I was raised by a single mom, and from there, my love for education and love for being an advocate for women and children like myself really grew. And the other picture would be my brothers with my grandmother. She's just a definition of what a mother should be, very caring, very loving, but also very motivating and stern when she needs to be. Yes, so when I have like a bad day with school or just life in general, I look at these pictures and I'm just reminded of how blessed I am and how much um, my life here at school has just been a blessing. So yeah,
All right. Okay, so ooh, look at that. Is this your graduation photo in the middle?
yes, that is my graduation photo, which was a very last minute one. I didn't really want to take a graduation picture, honestly. I was like very shy about it, but then my friends were like, "Hey, you've done the work. You should. I deserve a graduation picture, just like any other graduate, I would say." Um, it's a time like where we can look back and look at the memories and the struggles that we've gone through as a student, and yeah, and I specifically chose this picture also where I have my Girls from Relief Society. I think that my faith has really played a really big role in my life as a student. And without the Relief Society or just the word motivating me and inspiring me to be better, I wouldn't be where I am today. And the far picture would be me at work. I've been with Reservations Department for PCC for the last 4 years. Just an amazing job, and it is definitely not something I thought that I would be doing as a student because my major is in political science and Pacific Island studies. So this job was out of my comfort zone, but I do love interacting with people and just being able to contribute to PCC where students can earn a living and also help themselves through education.
Yes. So it looks like you've been enjoying your time here in the university.
I have.
PCC still looks good. Okay. Um. Ooh. Okay. Now we're moving on to the more fancier pictures. You're looking a little bit more formal in here.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about that.
Um, So, like Benjamin, I too was one of the student delegates that represented the school to the United Nations. This is where we were able to bring out our research as Pacific Island students in the political field. Majority of the time, we're doing research using the Western models, and but this platform gave us an idea of what's it like to work on the Pacific model, and that is a model that I had worked on also, and I used in the URC, which is the Vanua framework, um, where Indigenous women like myself and Indigenous people can motivate and educate people with the skill set that we already have, just to like safeguard our future. Yeah, and I worked on sustainability for Fijian women.
All right. So thank you for that. So I have a question for you. So
Yes,
how did you find your BYUH experience? Did you find it exciting, good?
I would say it's a roller coaster of emotions. There are times where you just want to throw in the towel, and times where you just want to be by yourself. But I've learned to pick on the good things about school and like just chose to build myself from there. And like in other universities, there are times where things will not go according to our plans,
Oh
but
yeah.
yes, I trust Heavenly Father to have the perfect plan for me. So on those days, I just go with the flow, and like Benjamin, I've learned to pick out the professors that really motivate me as an Indigenous woman, as a Fijian woman. Like Professor Akano, she really helps the students find the skills and the mindset that's needed to become not only a good researcher, but also like a better individual in the spaces that we're in.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you have like any future plans? You're gonna be a BYUH alum soon, so alumni.
Yes, I'm actually hoping to join the foreign affairs back home in Fiji. That is still an ongoing plan. I did do my internship for the government of Cook Islands under the Ministry of Justice. I might be looking into legal work in the future, but for now, I just want to be the person behind the curtains, helping people understand the policies and why the government plays out the way it is to be.
So if I run into any trouble with the law, you can represent me then.
I hope not, but if you do, then yeah, we can work something out.
Oh yeah. All right. Thank you, Nameha.
Thank
Okay, let's
you.
move on to Kimeme.
Hello.
Hi, Kimeme. You're a Marshallese, right?
Yeah, I am.
How do you greet? How do you greet in your language?
Yakwe.
Yakoi. Okay. I hope I said that right. Oh, you got an interesting photo here with some good background and a big group photo. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so the big group photo is my family. We just had a family reunion this past summer, which was the first time in like 10 plus years that all of us were together at the same time. Like there was always someone missing because I have a big family. My parents had 7 kids and
Oh,
adopted 6. So 13 kids altogether. So this is us with our grandpa, my only grandparent alive. That's in Utah. And then the picture on the right is in Malaysia. I just got married this January. So that's
wow, congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, my family's been a big part, whether it's through like background or like in the back, helping me throughout school and just in life in general.
All right. The entire thing sounds amazing. You look like you have your life set and you look like you're having fun, but I think you're having even more fun in here. Is that culture night?
On the right, yeah, that
Yeah.
I participated with PNG and Tahiti. That picture's with some of my friends. We all did PNG together, which was really fun.
Okay.
And on the left side is the Micronesian Club. This is when we went to town to do a service project, and some of the Kiribati girls were able to perform from the Kiribati Club. And yeah, so that was a nice day.
Wow. Let me guess, you're going to be having more fun in these next set of photos. Oh, it's more tame. But what do we have here? Need more? Tell me more.
Yeah, so I mentioned the Micronesian Club before. I actually helped start that club a few semesters ago, and we were running for 2 semesters. And so this photo on the left here, we were able to participate in celebrating this book that one of my like Hanai uncles, all grandpas, like helped make, and it's about Micronesia and the
Yeah,
gospel.
what's the title of that? I think I've seen that in the bookstore.
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah,
bookstore.
what's the title of the book?
I ground. Sorry, I can't read it from here,
No, you no need.
but it's I have it. I'd have to go grab it, but it's
No, no, you're good. You're good. But what's it about mainly? What's the content?
so it's about the temple and the gospel in Micronesia and just missionary work. So there's different authors that came together and helped put it together. So it's about the gospel and the different islands of Micronesia, which it covers a huge part of the world of the Pacific. So we're able to celebrate that. And there's people, the woman on the right of me, she came all the way from town that were able to come and participate. And it's just, it's a big thing for us. Even here at BYU, Hawaii and the side of the island, there's not much representation of Micronesia. And being a student, a Micronesian student here in the school it was nice and a nice experience for me to be able to share more and connect more people to that part of the world and that part of the Pacific, because we're in the Pacific, but not many people know much about Micronesia. So it was nice to be a voice for a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. I just learned about Micronesia mainly last week. I read a lot of Micronesian poetry for my Pacific literature class, and I appreciate you for bringing the representation here. That's awesome. So I
Yeah.
have a question to ask you, Kimeme. How was your experience here in BYU Hawaii so far? Now that you're clocking out, basically.
I loved it. And now that I'm almost done, it's like exciting, but also sad. It's definitely bittersweet because I'll miss a lot of my friends and a lot of the experiences and services that BYU provides. It does really help the students to be able to access so many things and be able to meet so many people from all around the world. It's a unique experience that you don't really get in many places. So I will miss that, but I'm also excited to take what I've learned and to build upon it. So yeah.
So you mentioned taking what you've learned and building upon it. So what's the future? What's your future plans?
So I'll be walking this semester, but I'll be doing my internship in fall, and that'll be in the Marshall Islands with the ECD, which is the Early Childhood Development Project that they have in Madro Marshall Islands. So I'll be going home and I'll be working with them, signing a 2-year contract.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you said you're literally gonna go forth to serve
Yep.
after your journey here. So all right. So thank you, Kimeme. It's nice to know more about you. Okay, let's move on to our last one. Got our bro here, Daichi.
Hey, how's it?
Daichi, I mentioned you're a Hawaiian Studies major, so aloha.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing that right?
Oh
Aloha.
my God.
All right. So tell me more about this photo here.
Yeah. So this is just a couple of days ago we had kihei ceremony, which is a traditional Hawaiian wrap that I'm wearing, and the right side of pictures. And after that we have a little party, kind of paina, is eat food, and yeah, I talk a little speech in a class. But yeah, this is kind of proof of I graduated from the Hawaiian study major. Yeah.
Yeah. You look like already a native Hawaiian yourself. You look like that in the left picture. So. All right. We got more photos as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Dive Club. Now tell me
Yeah.
more about this. This the first time I've heard about Dive Club was actually this semester. So what's it?
Yeah.
About?
So I'm a president of the dive club. I kind of restart
Oh, you're the
the
president.
dive club. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's pretty getting a bigger club. When I started, it was like 10, 20 members, but right now we have like 90 members.
Wow.
I'm working hard with all the good peoples that you see in the pictures on the left side. There's all presidency members. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. So a 300% increase from since last time. That's a lot of members.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have more photos or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You used to work at GSD like me.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, since I got here in Hawaii, I start I start working for PCC, and I got two different jobs since then. The first job that I got is a kudu guide, as you can see on the right side.
Yeah.
Amazing job. I met so many great people in GSDs, and it was tough time because it's right after COVID, and there's a lot of regulations that I have to follow. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, it was great memories. And also currently, I'm working at the marketing department for the PCC as a
Oh,
marketing
okay.
specialist because I do double major in Hawaiian studies and marketing sides. I can apply a lot of um, the stuff that I learned from the classroom to the real world at the PCC. So that's amazing opportunity for me to, you know,
Yeah, being a tour guide or a canoe guide will make you talk to a lot of people. So that's very useful in marketing, right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So like, how was your experience here in school though in BYU Hawaii? How's it been so far?
It's been awesome. Yeah. Um, I guess the one cool thing that I got is just meeting friends, people from over the world that you can never really experience if you stay in Japan or in your country. Um, that's my uh, best treasure, like lifetime friends that I got um, being here at BYU Hawaii.
All right.
Yeah.
So in a few days, you're gonna be leaving all the friends that you've made here. Now, what's your plan? What are your future plans after that?
So actually, I'm have one more semester to go because spring,
Oh yeah, you're walking this
yeah,
semester.
just walk this semester. So kind of weird, but just take a little break and then back to school again a little bit, and then yeah, we'll see what I can do after this.
All right. Hopefully, being on this podcast will make you put things in retrospect and
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
ma- make your last semester here more memorable, right?
Yeah.
All right. So nice meeting you, Daichi. Thank you for that. Okay. So we're gonna bring everyone together, I think. All right. So hello again, everyone. So right now we're just gonna check some. We're live now. We're gonna check some comments or some questions from the chat, if there are any. And I don't think we have. No. Okay. I just saw the earlier one with Nameha. Looking beautiful, they said. That one. Yes. I think everyone saw that. But yeah, so I'm going to ask you all one by one since your journey in this school is almost going to come to an end. I'm going to ask you this question. Uh, what advice would you give to all our students here who's going to be left here in BYU Hawaii? So some parting advice that you want to share. So I'm going to start with Benjamin.
Yeah. Networking
No.
is and kind of looking at the history of why universities were created. It was to bring the social life and aspect for young people to meet and mingle together at an institution. And great things happen, great events, great institutions, great businesses. All of that happens with young people with new ideas. That's what innovation means. And I'm all about innovation and business and meeting people. But if there was anything, as I mentioned last week, for all the freshmen or anyone considering university is a place to meet and network, because you don't know if that's your business partner or if that's your wife that you're emceeing like I did, or your boss or any other options. And one of I really stress networking because that networking has opened doors and opportunities for me that I have never and will never consider. And one of them is after this, my internship is with is in California with Stanford University, with one of the professors there. And I'm not a straight A student. I'm not even a straight B student. I'm just a person who knows how to connect with people and build those relationships. And all it cost was me on the phone talking to one of the professors over there and sharing my insights into the Pacific and using my knowledge and just being unique, always being yourself. And they liked it. They offered me. I feel unworthy to have those opportunities, but now my life is set, and I think that an internship, if treated properly, not lightly, is a step towards the next 10 years of the rest of your life. And I'm so glad that this miracle or this unseen opportunity happened so fast, because I just wanted to go home and be lazy and do something really easy. But networking, connecting with people, you can't beat it. It will beat all your grades. It will beat any pitch or idea. If you meet people, there's opportunity, and that's kind of our Pacific proverb, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata,
The people.
yeah.
All right. So thank you for that, Benjamin. So everyone who's watching, you've heard it here, right? Networking. Just meet new people, make connections. So thank you for that. What about you, Nameha? What about advice you'd give to our students?
Well, JC, advice, there's a lot of advice to give. I don't think the podcast would be enough time to share everything that we have learned here being as students. But two things that really stand out to me is one, always look for good friends. Good friends will be here for you when your family is far away. Um, and when I say good friends, I mean the ones that will pick up the pieces when you feel like throwing in the towel. Good friends that will be your parent when the time comes. And I feel like I've been blessed with great friends here in school that have not only been my guide but has also been my inspiration to be like them in their field of study. They're very encouraging. They're very motivating. They're good at what they do. So, like Benjamin, I also would say I'm not an A student, but I like to try. I like to try at things that seem difficult, and networking is such a big thing. For me, not only to network with employers, but your professors and your colleagues in a classroom. I think I have grown as an individual and as a student. I've been more marketable because of my professors um, and the things that they feed into me. I make sure that I take advantage of it and try and showcase myself on the platforms that they create. Um, yeah, I've I don't know how many um, presentations I've done because both my majors they require like hundreds of research and
Oh yeah.
presentations, and that was just new for me coming from a very not isolated but very like an environment that I do not have a lot. Coming out here, I just try to grab and motivate and just build myself. And I would say networking has really pushed me to the place that I am right now. So yeah, network.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
So for everyone's watching, again, network and of course, good friends. I mean, professional relationships are awesome, but personal relationships are as important as well. So thank you for that, Nameha. Let's move on next to Kimeme. Advice for students.
Yeah, I would say to bet on yourself and take chances because BYU Hawaii does really give a lot of opportunity, like I mentioned before. And honestly, like one of my regrets is not taking more of them because it really does build your confidence. It gets scary, and every student has gone through times throughout their school where they felt like, they weren't good enough or like maybe wanted to give up or like, oh, I should just drop out, kind of thing. It does get hard, but have the confidence and bet on yourself that you can get through it because you will. Like everyone that's graduated has been to that point at more than once probably, and you get through it and you grow and you get better and life gets better. So yeah, bet on yourself.
Thank you for that, and I agree with that. I think there's a professor here who put in their Seasider spotlight that you really miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And betting on yourself, you don't know your life could move on to a better direction, right? Thank you, Kimeme. Last, we have, but not least, Daichi.
Yeah,
Advice for students.
kind of similar to Kimura, but I recommend that be open mind, open hands. Don't judge early stage. Just get on experience. Um, you try to see them, you try to experience them, then you can maybe judge. But and in a college time, there's so many opportunity that you can try it out and you can maybe mistake. But there's a lot of people that can support you. There's the teachers, these are friends, family that you can get support. So yeah, just try it out and see what happened. And yeah, that's my advice for you guys.
Thank you, Daichi. And kind of like what Ben said earlier as well, which is what he said, like the Maori proverb, the people, the people, the people. You mentioned don't judge, just, take an open mind to welcome everyone with open heart. That's the heart of BYU of Hawaii. But thank you for the four of you for being in our podcast. So we appreciate having you here, and good luck to your future endeavors. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be absolutely awesome. So I thank everybody for coming here today. Also, just a repeat announcement: graduation is next week. Again, April 19th, 9:30 a.m. If you can't be there, again, live stream byuh.edu. So for everyone who's going to be watching, tune in next month. Our next episode will be on May. No set date yet, but other than that, have a great day, everyone, and happy Aloha Friday. Mahalo and aloha.